On this episode of the Third and Thirsty podcast, the Chargers are taking on the Chiefs, the Broncos are taking on the Packers, and then the Raiders take on the Eagles. I don't know. Who cares? Let's get into it now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn, that's what's up.
Welcome into the Third and Thirsty podcast, your one-pot stop for Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Kansas City, referee, and Taylor Swift free. AFC West banter. I'm Alex Bell, fan of the Denver Broncos, first place in the AFC West at 11-2. To my left, Omar Rubio, fan of the Chargers. They are 9-4.
Yes, sir.
Got it. They're just new to that record, so I'm getting used to it. And then to my right, Edgar Larios, 2-11. Raiders. They suck.
Not used to it. I mean, I am used to it. Sorry. Definitely used to it. Sorry, got that backwards.
And we're going to get into Week 15, coming down to the wire, playoff scenarios, breaking them all down, starting with the Chargers, taking on the desperate Chiefs, who are now out of contention for the division, and it feels so good.
So good.
Yes.
And it's going to feel even better.
Feels good. Just kidding.
A moment like this.
No, it's going to feel even better, though, when the Chargers just bury them in.
Close that door.
Yeah. I don't think they would officially eliminate them.
At that point, it's got to take a miracle.
Yeah. Okay. So it wouldn't be an official elimination, but
it would get that.
Feel so much better.
I guess I'll backtrack and I'll put it this way: the Chargers will be digging the graves.
Okay.
To lay them to rest for the rest of the season.
Good.
Okay.
The Chargers will be taking on the Chiefs. It's early game for some reason on both Western AFC conference. It's going to be at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. Obviously, the schedule makers always favor the Chiefs.
True. This is always true.
Yes. So, but at this point of the season and how it's been going this year, doesn't matter. The Chiefs are done for. The Chiefs are not making the playoffs. Obviously not winning the division anymore. So that reign is definitely over. But the Chargers are going to place, I want to say, the second to last nail in the coffin and put them so deep down that it'll take, like I said, a miracle for them to get out of.
It kind of feels like it at this point, but yeah, even better.
Yeah.
How does it feel knowing that the Chargers are going to be playing a team that might be even more banged up on their offensive line than the Chargers are?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the Chargers play. It doesn't matter what the numbers say. Just watch a game, and you know the Chargers have the worst offensive line in the league. Even when they played the Raiders, looked like the Raiders' offensive line was better.
Really?
Yeah, the defensive line for the Chargers was better than the defensive line for the Raiders was versus each other. But the way it looked, Herbert just keeps getting hit, keeps getting mangled. He keeps picking himself off the ground. It's.
So I just feel like honestly, I just feel like you guys were like against the Eagles, for example. You guys were able to run the ball a lot better. So I mean, that's why I kind of feel like you guys' offensive line is so much better. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I think at this point, scheme, we could both agree that it is better. Yes, the scheme is better for the Chargers. But the offensive line, it could probably go 1-for-1 for the worst offensive line. I don't know if in history, but at least this year.
I don't think about history.
I'm pretty sure this year.
It's pretty bad, though. But yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are super banged up. Their backup left tackle is now on IR. So they're going to be on a third string left tackle. I believe their right tackle is also a backup. And I think one of their guards is out, too. So
Yeah.
Karma, man.
And then their running game, you can see it in the running game. Their running game is just not shown up all year. All year. I think that's what's been their downfall. The rest of their offense, I mean, Kelsey's done. Kelsey's just he's retiring this year.
I know.
There's nothing left there.
I love it.
I think he was hoping that see if he could get one more year, one more shot at another championship, but it's done. Something. It's done. But everything else for them on offense has still been kind of pretty good for the Chiefs. Once they got their receivers back from being injured and suspended for going like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Crashing cars on the
Yeah,
freeway.
going like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
It's an AFC West thing, apparently.
Not Chargers, but it's good. It's cool.
Or Broncos. True. 6'7".
But once their receivers came back, their offense has actually kind of picked it up a little bit.
Except Mahomes can't hit those deep passes. Mahomes don't look great.
Yeah, that just goes in line with what you said with the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
The offensive line is just not giving them enough time. It used to be that the exterior, the tackles weren't that great, but they made up for it with the interior, so you could always step up into the pocket. Now that interior is also breaking down, so he has nowhere to go. He's trying to do what he can, which, I mean, as much as we all hate Mahomes, he's still a good quarterback. He still does things that I would say 90% of the rest of the league can't do.
Bo better.
But still, like even that, like with everything going on, he can't make up for all the deficiencies on their offense.
Yeah. No, they're in shambles.
Yeah,
And I love to see it. I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for.
are you like tearing up there? Are you
a moment like some people wait a lifetime. Yeah, I am tearing up about this. It's the best. Seeing Chief fans just in shambles on the internet, crying about the refs.
Oh my god,
it's awesome, man. After so many years of just watching them get every single call, and now that they're not the NFL's darlings anymore, and they're not getting those calls, and they're actually getting some calls against them, and they're finally figuring out what it means to be just a team in the NFL, and not getting every single call going your way, especially in the big moments.
Yeah,
love it.
Yep.
It's honestly, I don't know what I love more: the Broncos being 11-2 and the number 1 seed in the AFC, or the fact that the Chiefs are just completely in shambles.
the second one for sure.
Well, especially for you. I mean, but things are going pretty well in Bronco country. I don't know what I appreciate more: the Broncos being good or the Chiefs being bad. I think I'm going to still stick with the Broncos being good, but it's a pretty damn close second, and it's been pretty damn enjoyable watching the Chiefs just melt down this year.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the only thing that the Raiders fans are like hanging their hat on this year, like
that, and the fact that they get a high draft pick. That
Hell yeah,
get another
Team
running back.
Mendoza.
Team second running back.
Sure.
But to the game, it's still going to be a hard game just because Herbert's still hurt.
And I mean, the Chiefs are literally fighting for the lives.
Yeah, but
We've been
Herbert's
saying that for the
still
last like month and a half, but
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, Herbert's still hurt. He's not. I mean, from one week to another, surgery is not going to magically get better.
And who knows how he's going to feel after tonight's game too? Because
that too
beat the hell.
That's
out.
what I'm saying. He got hurt, or not hurt, but he got hit a lot this game. You could see him wincing. You could see him favoring that hand. I mean, like I said in the last episodes, you got how'd you put it? Big marbles.
Major League, man. Come on.
Yeah, no, I know. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Marbles.
But he.
I'm a quarter Filipino. I get a pass on saying it with the Asian accent.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's get back to it. No, like I said, Herbert. It's still you don't know what you're going to get from it today. This game showing on offense wasn't great. They did just enough. I mean, some might say they did too much because they gave the ball away a lot. I don't think they're going to be able to count on their offense for the next couple weeks. I think their defense is going to win them games. I think as long as they play, I'd say like 75% of what the defense did today, I think they have a really good chance of winning that game. Today was the defense's like best top showing. This is like what they strive to do every week. If they can make it to 75% of that every week, I think they give themselves a chance to win every game.
Don't forget, it's a rival game.
Yeah, it is.
Divisional game.
Divisional
Anything
game
can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see either one of the teams blowing each other out. Still think it's going to be a close game. I want the Chargers to win. I'm going to pick them to win, but I don't think they're going to run away with it.
So what? Like that?
Yeah, definitely not. The Chiefs are still a good team, even though they're not a great team. They're not getting favorable calls. They're not getting things going their way as much as they're used to. So I think it's going to be a better, closer game. I think the Chargers eventually pull away at the end, but I'll give my final score prediction at the end.
Yeah. No, it'll definitely be a close game. I mean, that's what the Chiefs playing. That's what the Chargers have been playing in this year. And just both teams being so beat up. We'll see how things go. But, yeah. Just main takeaway is that the Chargers and the Chiefs suck. And love to see it.
Yeah, the Chiefs are definitely not making the playoffs. So if the Chargers can help, put one of the last steps into that, pushing them down the step.
Only thing that sucks too for the Chargers, man, is like the Chiefs are going to be in that super desperation mode, and with Andy Reid, he could be so aggressive. We saw it against the Texans, going for it on 4th down. It didn't work out in that game, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see at the end of the game the Chiefs needing a 4th down, 4th and 8 or something, midfield. They don't necessarily need to go for it, but they go for it because they're in effort mode.
Yeah.
And pick it up, so
yeah,
they're going to be kind of in 4-down territory all game. That kind of puts the Chargers in a tough position. So we'll see.
I honestly think it's going to be just like this last week. I mean, with this game right here with the Eagles. Excuse me. Because we also thought that the Eagles were going to be desperate. Obviously, they've been
they kind of played desperate, honestly.
So like, as long as your guys' defense, plays how it's been the last couple of weeks, continues to put pressure on Mahomes. We've seen it. Like, you put pressure on Mahomes, like, they did in the Super Bowl, like, every team has done. He panics, he runs, like, all that. But it's definitely going to come down to your guys' defense, try to get this turnovers, trying to, get Mahomes, pressure him as much as possible. But to be honest with you, like, if Herbert can pull out another game like this, not really, like, I wouldn't really say, like, continue, like, running the ball like that, but another, like, keeping drives alive or, like, doing all that, then I can see you guys definitely winning. And as long as your guys' defense continues playing like that, oh, yeah, it's going to be a definitely win. But it's a divisional game. So
exactly, you guys talk so much shit, but at the end of the day, every divisional game they played each other so many times. Every year they play each other twice, so every year they know they don't. It's not like it's one team changes drastically from one year to another. So you still have things to build off of from the years prior.
It'll be a fun one. Let's move on. Get going because it's getting late for us here. Before we get to the Broncos game, shout out to anybody watching on YouTube. Thank you for checking us out. Hit the like button, subscribe. Really appreciate that. Follow us on Instagram at 30 and Thirsty Podcast. We do this every week. So let's get into the Broncos game. Broncos and the Packers possibly could potentially be a Super Bowl matchup. I'm saying it will be. But these are two teams that are ahead of their the conferences. So it's not crazy to say that it could happen. I know you guys don't want to admit that the Broncos could be in the Super Bowl this year, but they certainly could be. And the Packers are looking pretty good too. I mean, what was it, about a month ago after their tight end went out, we were looking at upcoming schedules and thinking like, well, now the Broncos might be able to get an easy win against the Packers because they were slowing down. That's definitely not the case anymore. I think they've ripped off, 3 or 4 wins in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They look a lot better, beating some good teams.
Their defense has really picked it up.
Yeah, I mean, offensively and defensively, they're a really good football team. I think can say this is the best football team that the Broncos have played this year and probably will going forward as well. I think they're better than the Eagles, especially now that the Eagles are kind of free-falling.
You think they're better than the Colts before Daniel Jones being hurt?
I think the Broncos got the absolute best version of the Colts in week 2. When Daniel Jones was just playing out of his mind. Jonathan Taylor was playing out of his mind.
You think if they were playing at that specific football, compared to.
I guess, I mean, if you had to take the Colts on that one given day, sure, they maybe were better than the Packers, but overall, I mean, looking
You
at those
probably
two
won't
teams, the
see
Packers
the
are
game.
definitely the better team.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one hell of a test. I mean, the Broncos, looking at that, Josh Jacobs is definitely something that scares the shit out of me as a Bronco fan because he beat the hell out of the Broncos
For how many
100
years?
times with
They
the
won me a
Raiders.
lot of
I'm
money.
pretty sure Josh Jacobs is
He's
still
definitely the key that won me a lot of that
yeah,
money.
he's still never lost to the Broncos actually because I think the one time the Broncos beat him in that span, he was out. So Josh Jacobs, Broncos' worst nightmare. Jordan Love is playing really well. I'm playing like a top 5 quarterback in the league now. Just doing a quick look on I don't think I've watched a single Packers game this year, outside of just knowing that they're a really good, solid team.
I don't think I have either, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun matchup of just watching the two teams. Go ahead.
So I've seen a couple games. I'm not saying like Packers are definitely a solid team. Like it's probably going to be the best team you guys are facing this last couple weeks. The only thing is that it's definitely going to be there. Love has his games. You know, there's games where he has good, like, you know, he has a really good game, he'll go off, and there's some games he comes back to earth. As long as he has a good, I feel like if Josh Jacobs can get going, Jordan Love's gonna have a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys make him very one dimensional, just have him win the game, I think you guys have a chance. He's a good quarterback, but
I was like him as in
like
Jordan Love, right?
Yeah, Jordan Love.
Okay.
He's a really good quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes down just to being like on his arm, I think he tries to squeeze in the ball into tight places, and I feel like that's where your guys' defense would come up with a couple turnovers.
I hope so. I mean, because the Broncos really haven't been great on turnovers this year. So it would be nice for them to come up with a couple. I think they'll need a couple this game to be able to win. These teams match up kind of in a fun way. I mean, looking at it, third down conversion rate, the Packers are number 1 in the league. Broncos are number 2 in the league on defense. Number 1, at stopping third down conversions. And then red zone, I talk about it almost every week. Green Bay's number 2 in scoring on offense in the red zone. Broncos are number 1 red zone defense. So strengths against strengths, all across the board on this game here. So it's really going to be fun to see which way it shakes out. Love to see Bo keep playing as well as he's been playing. But I think number 1 and most importantly, the Broncos need to keep that run game going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is going to be probably Bo's biggest test, and at least in the second half of the season, at the very least, if not all season. This is probably one of the best defenses he's played.
Yeah.
Even then when you guys played the Colts and the Texans, I feel like
Texans defense is better than the Packers defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you guys played them, I feel like the other half of their team wasn't there. I feel like the offense for the Texans wasn't really there when you guys played them. Their defense, you guys went 1 for 1, but your guys' offense was, I think, better off at that point. But now I think this is probably going to be the most
going to complement each other.
Yeah, the most complete team that you guys will play all season.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and their defense is good too. I mean, their pass defense, looking at it here, yards per pass, they're number 2 in the league.
Yeah, I think at one point they were
yards per game, they're number 7. I mean, they got a good defense there, especially on the passing side. Run defense is pretty solid too. So
yeah, I think at one point they were just giving up like only 10 points or something like that, or like less than 10. Something I forgot. Yeah, there was a good couple weeks. There was a good week that they were like giving up like 13. Yeah,
a couple of weeks. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. Not saying like they were like out, because I think like as soon as they, you know how they always, as soon as they bring up those stats,
they're giving
the
up
following week
19
they
a game.
somebody.
That's still pretty good.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah,
that's number 6 in the league. Broncos are giving up 18.1, number 4 in the league. So it could be a low scoring game.
Yeah. Honestly, it's definitely gonna be a close, low scoring.
The Broncos they played a lot of low scoring, close games.
It's gonna be another one. Broncos have 4 more games left. I think this is going to be the toughest one on the schedule.
So let me ask you this: last year, I feel like the Chiefs were in the same position. A lot of close games.
I think they were 10-1 in one-score games.
Yeah,
11-1, something like that.
Does that at all worry you for the Broncos that they're playing in this many close games where maybe in the playoffs when you're playing a little bit more closer competition that it could go one way or the other?
No, I think it's actually the opposite. They're calloused, man. I mean, they got all these games, these one-score games. They know how to pull them off. They know how to win them. I mean, look at the Chiefs last year. I mean, they made it to the Super Bowl. They lost. They got their asses kicked in the Super Bowl, thank God. Shout out to the Eagles for that. But I think when you get into those games and you're able to pull them off and you're able to win them, you go into those fourth quarters, even if you're tied or you're down by a couple points, you have all the confidence in the world that you're going to be able to win. And I think that's really going to play off, especially in the playoffs when you're playing against good teams. And you need that confidence in the fourth quarter. Bo Nix is driving down the field with 2 minutes left. You're down by 4. You're down by 3. So, yeah, I like that they're winning these one-score games. My heart doesn't like it. I might end up having a heart attack, a fatal heart attack before the end of the season.
Even seeing the Chiefs now losing all these one-score games,
I think it's a different situation because the Broncos roster is much better than the Chiefs at this point. That's what happens.
At this point, but
at this point, that's what happens when you have a quarterback who takes up like 40% of your salary cap. Now, Bo Nix, I mean, he's obviously on a rookie contract, and then Russell Wilson's contract has fallen off after this year. The Broncos have the better roster. There's no doubt about it. So, no, I feel great about it because next year the Broncos are going to pretty much be running it back with the same team. So, no, I would prefer that they win these close games at the end of the day after they win them.
Oh, obviously you prefer to win them.
Because Broncos last year, the games that they did win, they were blowing teams out. They had only won one possession game last year. I think they're 1-7, 1-6. The games that they were winning by multiple scores. So when they got into the playoffs and they played against the Bills and it was almost tied going into halftime, and it was a tough game you're in Buffalo playing a much better team, by the way. The Bills were much better than the Broncos last year. They fell apart in that second half because they just didn't know how to keep up in those close games. I feel they'll handle themselves much better this year in a game like that, which they'll be at home for, by the way. So, yeah, no, I'm glad they're in these one-score games. Again, my heart doesn't feel that way. This week against the Raiders was a nice little break, but these next
even though they couldn't get away from the one-score game. At the end of the day, it was still. At the end of the day, it was still. It's
just meant to be that the Broncos were supposed to be in one-score games, even if they dominate all game. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got, man. I mean, it's going to be a real tough game. The Packers are a tough team.
Yeah, they are,
and they're playing really well. You kind of hope that with the way the Packers' schedule worked out, they had that tough game against the Bears last week, they got the Bears again next week after the Broncos. So the Broncos are kind of right in that middle of the Bears sandwich. A bear sandwich. Pause. Big time pause. But
why are you smiling?
So I don't know. Maybe the Packers are kind of just more focused on being the middle of a bear sandwich, but
packed in the middle of bears.
So I don't know, man. Being at home is a huge help, but this could potentially be a Super Bowl preview. We'll never know until February, whatever rolls around. And I like the way the last Broncos Packers Super Bowl played out. So wouldn't mind seeing it again.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. You guys want to get to the Raiders game?
Do we have to?
I know. It'll be a quick one.
We don't have to. I mean, it's already 11. I mean, I'm good. We already know they're going to lose. Call it a night.
What do you want to see, man? I mean, you're getting towards the end of the season.
I already seen it. I mean, I just want to see. I want to continue seeing these young rookies just play. At this point, we might as well see what we have. You know, like at this point, what else is there? So I mean, if they want to play Kenny Pickett, play Kenny Pickett. If they want to play AOC, play AOC. Whoever wants to die out there, go for it. You know, but at the end of the day, like I just want to see. I think his name is Caleb Rogers. Sorry, I'm already tired. I'm already
Late.
Yeah. I want to say Caleb Rogers. I did hear that Cole Miller's coming back. Just leave him out there. Just leave him. Let him like work out. Let him get healthy. Let him get ready for next year. But yeah, just let these young players freaking, continue getting this experience at this point. Alec Besh, let him continue being the starter. Tyler Lockett at this point, I'm sorry. Thank you for trying, but, I don't know, at this point, just continue with the young guns. But
yeah, no, I mean, at this point in the season, I guess that's kind of what you're looking at, right? Is just looking at next season and see what you have. Unfortunately for the Raiders, they're not going to be able to find out what they have in Genty because the offensive line is just so bad.
Yep.
He gets constantly hit either at or behind the line of scrimmage.
Props to him for even like getting any of those yards. But dude, honestly, like just the thought that like him having the most broken yards and us having the worst O line, it makes me hope that whoever's coaching next year get a good offensive line coach. We have a left tackle. We have a right tackle. We have JPJ who can play all three middle. Caleb Rogers is coming in at right guard. Like worst case scenario, like bring another veteran. It's very young offensive line. Bring a veteran that can, lead that offensive line. But honestly, give Ashton Genty that offensive line that he freaking needs. And honestly, like, I honestly do, like, as much as people want to be like, oh, we're so far away from it, I don't think so. I honestly think with the right offensive line and just one more a good veteran, we'll be set.
Even then,
this team is so far away, dude. Especially in this
division. It really is.
Bro,
you're still, quarterback is way far away.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So you're not going to spend a lot of high draft picks on offensive line if you have to.
Why are we going to wait?
Because you need a quarterback.
Yeah, but why?
That's going to be your first pick.
But I just said, why? Like, I'd rather sign a veteran. Why are we going to pick an offensive lineman in the first pick? We might as well just go quarterback at this point. We're still young in offensive line.
Because you found out with drafting a running back this year, you don't have an offensive line. What's the point of getting something behind the offensive line when you can't do shit? Like, sometimes it's better to just build the offensive line first.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we have JPJ, we have Quentin Miller, we have DJ Glaze. And then we get a veteran. That's already 4 out of the 5. And we have Caleb Rogers. Like, that's already like 3. Those are 4 solid players. And with one rookie that, can still come up, can still learn as he's going. I really don't see this like I'm not saying like we're gonna end up being the number 1 offense, no, but I can honestly see this offensive line doing a whole lot better than it was this year and last year.
With the same guys after they had 2 really bad years, but the same guys, you could see them doing better.
I mean, Quentin Miller, we've seen that he's been a lot. He was literally ranked 13th or 14th in left tackles.
Yeah, he's just fine. I mean, he's
okay.
A little bit older.
JPJ,
not going to get any better.
Okay, JPJ, he was ranked what? I'm not even going to say it because he was ranked top as a center. He was ranked top as a guard, either left or right. And then we have DJ Glaze, who's been solid this last 2 years at right tackle. So for me, it's like you get one veteran either at center and put JPJ right next to him, let him learn off of him, or you get a right guard that can literally help DJ Glaze on the right side and look at and put JPJ at center. Like, you got good players. The only thing is it's 1, scheme, and 2, the coaching. That's the problem. Like, we have JPJ is a really good player. Cole Miller is a really good player. DJ Glaze is a really good player. Caleb Rogers just showed that he can actually be a good player, but the only thing is, as I even said in the beginning of the year, I felt like Brendan Carroll was going to be a problem, and that's the only thing that was right this season, to be honest, not that I actually think about it. I was honestly right about that. He literally didn't do shit. So at the end of the day, like I do see like I do see pieces that this team can get better. I wouldn't say like we're gonna be the number one offense, but I can honestly see we're gonna be a lot better. But we'll see what Spytek wants to do. If he wants to go offensive line, we go offensive line. If he wants to go quarterback, we go quarterback. Shit, we might even go receiver or linebacker.
Lots of options, especially when you have a top 3 pick. Yeah, it's they're a long ways.
It's a way.
I wouldn't really.
But one thing that I definitely
about that,
but one thing that I definitely know is that for sure it has to be quarterback. That's the number one thing that we need for sure, quarterback.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't see them passing on a quarterback.
I see them trading. If they don't have the first pick, I see them trading up to get that.
I mean, at this point, they're going to end up having the first pick.
They might.
No, they are. We playing the Giants in 3 weeks. The Giants have a solid. The Giants have a very solid front seven, and our offensive line is not going to get any better. I have already know I'm going literally just to like show my face, and because sorry, I was going to say Carlos, but Jose. 2 years ago, me and him went to the same game. Both of our teams were garbage that game, that week too. But I came out with the win. It was the first time AP was coach, and they won. Now I'm gonna go, and he's gonna get the win, and I'm gonna be there with my stink face, fucking hating life and shit. But
why? You should be happy they're getting a better draft pick. At this point, who gives a
I mean, nobody's happy when. I mean, you're right. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, a loss is a loss. You're still bummed out with the loss, but at the end of the day, yeah.
I was happy when the Chargers were losing all the games.
When the Broncos were in that spot, I was so pumped when they would lose.
When Herbert went out, and they were like, "Well, there's no reason to win a game because that's not going to do us
so
good."
I mean, yes, you're not wrong. I'm trying to like, even though like for me, I mean, for anybody, losing sucks. So yeah, it sucks you're losing, but yes, you're right. You're happy at the same time.
At some point, it's like losing kind of makes us better.
But I will say, I mean, yeah, I even said it like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, when we lost against the Browns, I was like, dude, I'm so glad because I mean, at this point, what are we playing for? Like, even if we would have won, at this point, we would have been 5th or 6th probably in the draft.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
let's move on.
Let's do it.
Let's get to picks for this week. We'll go back to the Chargers and the Chiefs. Omar, I know you got the Chargers because you still haven't picked against them.
No, you have
This
to.
is the first week?
No, you have to.
No, okay. All right.
Not this week. Fuck no, not this week.
All right.
If it would have been any week, it would have already happened.
No, I feel like I think, I was about to say, I think there's one more you might be like, I don't know.
Texas.
Yes. I was thinking that.
But now, no, I think with this one, I think the Chargers are going to want to finish the Chiefs off. I think they're going to want to, after all the years.
Will they be able to?
After all the years of dominance, I think they're going to hang their hat on what they did this week, which is their defense. It's going to be another low-scoring game. Herbert's still going to be figuring things out with his injury. It's going to be Chargers 24, Chiefs 17.
Okay.
It's going to be still a close game, but I think the Chargers are still going to be in control of the whole game, be up, and be able to finish it off.
I'm conflicted as a Bronco fan, man, because
you don't want the Chargers.
I think I want the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, the Chiefs are already out of it. They're at the back of the mind.
Even if they win, I guess they could still sneak into the playoffs, but it's very unlikely because of all the tie breakers or scenarios with them and all the teams in front of them. So shit, man. I guess I'm going for the. I hate saying that out loud. I guess I'm rooting for the Chiefs to beat the Chargers. I don't know if they'll be able to.
Because if the Broncos lose this week and the Chargers win,
it's a one game. Yeah, it would be a 1-game league.
Like Lloyd says. So you're telling me there's a chance?
It would be a chance. So, I think I'll be rooting for the Chiefs. I don't know if they pull it off, just because what we see from the Chiefs this year just isn't great. And they have a pretty terrible offensive line, especially now with the injuries.
And an even worse tight end, so...
Yeah. So, I think the Chargers do take it too. 21-17.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go.
He's like, I hate Omar, so
No, I mean, I don't hate. I mean, I'm not,
a little bit, right?
like I don't hate you. I mean, no, just kidding. Nah, I don't like the Chargers, but I definitely don't like the Chiefs. I'm definitely gonna pick the Chargers. I feel like it's gonna be a very close game, another 3 point difference. I'm just trying to think of like, because I really don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I feel like both the offenses are gonna be struggling. Chiefs don't have a running game, but Chargers do. That's the only reason I feel like Chargers are gonna win. So I'm just gonna go. 18-15. It's kind of
All
random.
of us have it close.
Super random.
18-15, love it.
Yeah,
Broncos game. Broncos Packers, 1 o'clock.
that one's gonna be a good game.
That'll be a tough one. Again, if there's a game on the schedule that the Broncos, you could say they get away with a loss from, it would be this one, non-conference. Definitely still don't want the Broncos to lose. Want to get as much wins as you can. Broncos beating the Raiders gives them the tiebreaker over the Patriots for the number 1 seed. So want to keep pace with them. They have a pretty easy schedule. They do play the Bills this week, though. So I'm going to say the Broncos do find a way to win this game, just like they've been finding ways to win tough games all year. It's going to be a tough one, close one. Definitely don't see them blowing the Packers out. So 2 really good defenses going against each other here. 14-13.
Yeah.
Broncos. Heart attack. Alex. What do you guys think?
Heart attack 1, Alex 0.
Yeah, I honestly think it's gonna be a very defensive game. 2 very good defense. But it's just because I'm gonna go with my boy Josh Jacobs. Solid runs. He's been playing. He just came back. He had a really good game last week. And I just feel like you guys until I see a running game with the Broncos, I'll be like, okay. Now that J.K. Dobbins is hurt, I would definitely like be more confident with the Broncos. But with this game, I'm gonna go 17-13. I feel like you guys are gonna be up in the fourth quarter, and they're gonna drive down and score.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be your guys' for the Broncos, the hardest test of the year.
Yeah, 1,000%. I agree.
It's really going to either push you guys like into the next, like we're the ones to beat, or bring you guys down to earth. And I think it's going to be the second one, obviously, as a Chargers fan. Because this win and the Chargers win, or this loss for the Broncos and the Chargers win, there's a chance for the division. And that's the only reason I'm taking this one. I think it's still going to be a close game, like you guys say. But I think it's going to be a little more offense than you guys think. Or not offense, but scoring because of the defense. I think it's going to be a 27-24 Packers.
Okay.
I think that the defense is going to get involved in the scoring. That's why it's going to be a little bit more of a higher scoring game.
Be interesting.
Yeah. And that's me saying that because I think that even though Bo Nix has been a lot better at taking care of the ball these last couple weeks, he still has those couple errant throws. They haven't been picked off. They've been harmless, but I think this week that might go against him a little bit. And then that'll be not the nail in the coffin, but the difference in the game. It might be early in the game.
But... Don't disrespect Bo Chapman next. Let's get to the Raiders Eagles.
Well, of course we're gonna. Just kidding. Of course we're gonna lose. I was gonna say win, but no. Of course we're gonna lose. Honestly, I thought the last 2 weeks you guys were gonna break the sack record. Honestly, I can see against the Eagles. This is definitely their get right game. They are in a 3 or 2 losing streak.
3. I don't know. They've lost quite a.
They've lost a couple now.
It might be 2, but it might be 3 out of 4.
Yeah, it's been a lot. They've lost.
Yeah, they've lost a couple, so I'm pretty sure this is their get right game. I honestly see the score. I'm not gonna go 30 like I always been, but I'm gonna go 28-13.
Yeah, easy Eagles win. 24-10.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. Eagles win this one 27-17. The last 3 come in garbage.
Another field goal for them.
Yeah, just the field goal. Yeah, just the field goal. Yeah. But yeah, 27-17. It's not going to be a game. It's just going to be the Eagles just got to make it through the week.
Yeah.
It's going to suck. Well, let's get out of here.
Yes.
Went over again. 59 days until Bo next wins his first Super Bowl. Cheers.
Still got to be
Herbert.